come to me with the facts. Don't come to me with emotions.
I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission.
Unstoppable, my friend. How are you?
Hello everyone, in this Kday, Kerwin coaches one of our team leaders, Divya, on how not to get triggered when dealing with a conflict with an emotional team member. Check it out.
Based on a conversation that you and I have had so far, in terms of things that throw you, like where do you think your greatest opportunity for growth is right now?
Don't let anyone push my buttons.
Yeah, take your buttons off the table. Because if there's one thing I'm seeing about you, you're a great communicator. Everyone loves you. Your rapport is amazing. Everybody trusts you. But the one thing that I see, which is going to be your nemesis, is you have your buttons on your chest.
Yeah.
And people can just come up and press them. And as a result, when someone presses your button,
yeah.
you choose victim.
Yeah.
When you're not, you're choosing the response.
Yeah.
Didn't make you upset.
Yeah.
No one's ever made you upset. She violated your rules of engagement, and you chose to become emotional about that. You chose to feel that way. And if you take the buttons off the table, then she's not going to have anything that she can push back against. And if she's got nothing she can push back against, she's not going to bring you shit to push. She's only going to bring you shit to push up against if she knows she can get a response on you, in most respects. I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but do you guys remember there was always this group of kids at school that would always tease a particular kid because he always responded?
Yeah.
And that's the scenario. And it's, for some people it's unconscious. They just know if I push Div, I know she's going to get a response. And some people just wired that way. They just like to push people's buttons. And so I think the lesson here for you is, when that's going on, is take your buttons off the table so that no one can push them. We understand the tools as a leader is not to put our buttons on the table so that we can maintain a high perspective. So, because just imagine this, right? And I don't know what the truth is. Imagine comes down acting the way that she did, and you're like, okay, firstly, that's just not appropriate to just come down and do it like that. Let's have a chat when I finish doing this, and we'll talk about what's going on. Then everyone's like, okay, Divya's cool as a cucumber. She's got it under control. She can't be thrown. But then when you sit down with her, you find out, I don't know, her kid's just been put in hospital. And I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know what happened. But what I am saying, in most cases, there is typically something else going on behind the behaviour that if we don't allow emotions to show up, we can actually have the compassion to explore and then go, fuck, I didn't understand. Yeah. She wasn't upset at me. She's just had other shit going on. Does that make sense? If you don't give her anything to push back on, if you don't give her, put your hand up, push back, push, okay, come with me.
Yeah.
Don't push back, bring her with you.
Yeah, that's when I went up to her and I just said, can I talk to you? And we actually chatted in your
Awesome.
office. And that's where she just...
Did you reinstate your boundary? To me, the boundary is how she came to you.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
So did you cover that boundary with her?
I think I pretty much did, and straight away she started flocking me. She sent me like 5 emails how sorry she was for her behaviour.
Perfect outcome.
She's really sorry, she shouldn't have done this. And,
perfect outcome.
All that stuff.
That's a perfect outcome.
Yeah.
That's acknowledgement, responsibility, an apology on top. You fucking crushed it. Because it's not about making wrong or anybody wrong in any scenario. It's about understanding where they're coming from. First of all, I didn't know that was a thing. Secondly, I'm curious, why did you bring so much emotion to that? Because it attracted a lot of attention, and frankly, it made me feel a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to assume there might be something going on behind that. Is there anything going on? No. Nothing? No. In that case, that level of emotion, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable in front of the team, it's not acceptable in my department, and I'm afraid this is how I operate. So in future, in order for us to reach an outcome, what I'm going to ask of you is just leave your emotion at the door, like I'm doing right now, and just come to me with the facts. Don't come to me with emotions. Do you think we can do that? Is that okay? Is there any reason you can see that might be a challenge? Are you open to the feedback if I see you doing it and I can acknowledge it but you perhaps not seeing it? Are you open to that feedback? Yep, fantastic. Deal done. I'm literally one of the most sensitive people you're ever going to meet, and I literally used to walk around with buttons on every inch of my body. And so I had to go through the process of going, I can't allow my environment to, because again, when you think about what high performance is not, okay, as long as everyone treats me the right way, as long as everyone speaks to me the right way, as long as everyone does what I ask, then I can perform at the highest level. That's not what high performance is. High performance is, no matter how the environment or other people show up, I still have my talk track, I still know where I'm at, I still stay calm, I stay coherent, I stay objective, and I just get the fucking job done. You take the emotion off the table, then all of a sudden it starts draining out of the environment. Your project is to, okay, how do I now enable myself to go into situations where I no longer pick up other people's baggage that's not mine? Because you wouldn't go into a shopping centre and pick up someone else's bag, would you, that was sitting at a cash register? That'd be theft. But right now you're stealing emotions, it's not yours. It's literally their stuff, they're bringing it to you and you're going, ah! And it's like, Guys, that's your stuff. It's not my issue. Make sure you pick it up on the way out. I'm happy if you want to bring it back when Maria's here or when Kerwin is here, but yeah. Because my concern in all of this isn't, and it's not, it's your health. It's your mental health and your physical health, and making sure that you are okay to do your job at the highest level. And I want to make sure that it doesn't require me to be here in order for that to happen. I want to make sure that you feel empowered and you've got the skills, you've got the talk track, we develop you to the point where you can have those conversations absent of me, absent Marie, absent of Sam or anyone. The opportunity, it's honestly with you. It really is.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you. Yeah, no, thanks for the conversation. I appreciate you opening up for it and yeah, allowing us to go there.
Cool.
No one got any benefit from it apart from us.
I'm a man on a mission.
And that's the episode. Thank you for watching, guys. If you found some value out of this, please comment below and let us know what your biggest lesson was. Thank you. See you in the next episode.